So, hello YouTube, this is GH4Rox09. I've never made a commentary of any sort, so I just discovered how to do so, I'm gonna have some fun with this, and try not to say no. So today I'm gonna be talking about, sorry, I just had some really syrupy waffles. Today I'm going to be talking about Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, or the next Call of Duty, whatever it may be called. Yeah, so I'm just going to be talking about my opinions. Now remember that they haven't even released, Infinity Ward hasn't released a single bit of information about Modern Warfare 3, so I don't really know what to say about it too much, but I can give my own assumptions on which game I think is going to be better and why. No, I do not have any gameplay. Well, I might on the screen right now. It depends on what I do in the future, because I'm recording this before I do the video. So, well, let's get into it, shall we? I think, personally, Battlefield 3 will be better. Now, I'm sure that the next Call of Duty, knowing the fact that it's by Infinity Ward, will be more rewarding at first. Call of Duty always is, compared to Battlefield or pretty much any other game like Medal of Honor, and even Halo for that matter, even though I have a PS3 and I haven't played Halo in years. But literally like 2 years it's been since I've played Halo, and I don't really mind. But yeah, I think just because of the basic fact that it has, or Battlefield 3, as far as I'm aware, it probably is going to end up with better graphics. I just think that way because DICE was way ahead of the game. March 2010 they released Bad Company 2. The end of 2010 Black Ops came out, and Bad Company 2's graphics kicked Black Ops' face in and dent it and squirt its blood and inside all over the wall. Sorry about that graphic description, but it's true. Bad Company 2's graphics are way better than Black Ops', and it came out a year before, or almost a year, like 2 months earlier, so it came out like 10 months earlier than Black Ops, and its graphics still kicked its face. And, you know, it's kind of been that way. Bad Company 1's graphics were pretty much rivaling Call of Duty 4's, if not better, in my opinion, but it had a few missing pixels here and there, so it made it kind of look gravy. But Bad Company 2 took care of that problem, and it overall looked like an amazing game compared to like any other Call of Duty, even a year later. So I think DICE has been, and probably will stay, ahead of the game in terms of graphics. Gameplay, if Infinity Ward does anything like Treyarch did with their last game, Black Ops, I can guarantee you Battlefield 3 will look better, because Black Ops has a frame rate of 40 frames per second. That blows hard. That's like very, very bad. Modern Warfare 2 had 60. I don't know how many Battlefield 3 has, but I slowed down the trailer like insanely with Vegas Movie Studio, which is terrible slow-mo. It always makes it really choppy, and that thing was still like smoother than Black Ops. So I don't know how many frames per second Battlefield 3 is, but it's really probably pretty awesome. Then overall, God, I keep saying, no, I'm like subconsciously saying it. Overall, gameplay and like improbability and keep making you come back to the game quality of Battlefield 3, I think will be better. Other than the fact that it's more rewarding in Modern Warfare, and I'm pretty sure they're going to keep it that way because that's one of the trademarks of the Modern Warfare series. I don't know if they're going to make another Modern Warfare. They might as well just stray away from that. Who knows what happened to Makarov, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly, but if it is the next Modern Warfare, yeah, they did that a lot. So, yeah, the improbability of the games and the keep coming back to you, you know, it's really a lot more in Battlefield to me, other than the fact that it's like you have to work a lot for stuff. So, like, you know, you're like trying to get a red dot for your SMG, you gotta work a lot to get that red dot. I mean, not too much, honestly. It's not that hard to get a red dot, but, you know, you get my point. Just other things around the game. You know, you have to work a lot more on the average to get them than you would in Modern Warfare. Or Call of Duty in general. Ever since Call of Duty 4, everyone was just like, hey, let's make the person get its first 10 levels in the first game that they play, you know? So... Let's get cold here. So, yeah. And, the improbability factor is also one of the main things that'll keep you coming back to the game, in my opinion. You know, the fact that you have vehicles, you know, like helicopters, that alone, helicopters and tanks, okay? That alone creates such a new edge and level of playability and improbability to the game that every match something new might happen. Every match, a helicopter might get blown up and the tail might swipe over and kill 2 guys, and you'll get a double kill because your destroyed helicopter tail smacked 2 guys in the face and killed them. That's actually happened before in Back Home 2. You can look it up, but I don't think it's that popular of a video, but I'm not sure. But, so yeah, crap like that really has happened. And, crazy stuff like that happens quite a lot each game. You know, like, 500 plus marksman headshots because the maps are so big. And UAVs, you know, and there's so much more of an improbability to the game than Modern Warfare and Black Ops, where, okay, so I can get a crazy no-scope across the map, and I can hit someone with a ricochet across the map with a throwing knife, or Tomahawk. That's like literally the only 2 things that make the game improbable. Every single kill streak or kill cam of the week in Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2 is this crazy crap, people running around with interventions and L96 and no-scoping and throwing tomahawks. It's the same thing every time. And so after watching like 3 episodes of that, it really gets lame. Battlefield, on the other hand, there's so much more improbability. You know, like, oh, destructible environment, that's a big one. You know, like, it takes out camping, okay? A lot of people have complained about how much camping is an issue in Bad Company in Battlefield. They're like, oh, the buildings are so campable, and I'm like, okay, I understand that, they're campable. That really sounded weird. That campable. Anyway. But you should have the brain cells needed to understand. Get a grenade, a rocket launcher, grenade launcher of some sort. Blow the crap out of that wall, okay? It will effectively do the same to the camper behind it. You know, in Modern Warfare, Battlefield, Black Ops, you shoot a grenade launcher, grenade at a wall, it just leaves a little black mark there. Hell no, that thing's going down, okay? And so if there's a camper there, okay, Battlefield, you just blow a hole through the wall, and bam, that camper's most likely going to be dead from that explosion. Modern Warfare or Black Ops, you gotta walk through the door, and he's going to blow your freaking head off with a shotgun. Which is more campable? Seriously. Think about it. So, that is a really nice thing in Battlefield because, like, very rarely are there campers. When there are campers, then you should be smart enough to blow the crap out of them because they're either camping up on a hill sniping, and if you can't counter-snipe them, then first off, you suck balls, and secondly, unless they're like a professional that keeps coming back and can shoot you automatically, because some people are like that, and some people use aimbots. Regardless, you know, like, you can either counter-snipe them, I mean, you can sneak up there without them noticing and, like, flank them, you can get in a tank and just start bombarding them, you can send in a mortar strike, you can start shooting rockets up there and have your friend keep replenishing your ammo. I mean, seriously, guys, there's so many ways to take out campers in Battlefield. I seriously don't see why all those retards keep complaining about the camping issue. I just put up fake quotes if you want to know. In Battlefield, and it's really that annoying. Sorry I went on a very long rant there. Back to comparing the games. There are a lot of people say that you can't compare Battlefield to Modern Warfare. That's bullcrap. They're both first-person shooter games. They're both in modern times. Actually, Battlefield 3 will be a little future, but only by a few years, and everything still looks modern. So honestly, what is not comparable about them? What is not comparable about them? The only thing that to me is not comparable about them is the fact that Modern Warfare and Black Ops are more arcadey shooters where you can run around like Battlefield 1 and like crouch instantly and then like jump around like a freaking madman, dump and dive, and then no scope. And it's really annoying when you're playing live games and people are doing that kind of crap. And in Battlefield, it's more of a realistic approach to things. That's like the only thing that I can find that's a difference between the two franchises. Other than that, quite honestly, you can compare them quite easily. And I was like, you can't compare them. Modern Warfare's better. Seriously, it's gay. Battlefield, seriously guys, there's so much evidence that Battlefield is better. The only reason why a lot of those stupid little kid fanboys on 360s and Wii's who play Call of Duty, and they will not switch to Battlefield, it's because in Call of Duty, they can run out with their little assault rifle and kick face, okay? They can just run out there just like, ah, okay, everyone's dead, okay? And they can do it on their own. That's the biggest part. Then they hop into Battlefield, and they have to use raw teamwork and skill. And their little puny brains can't comprehend such, and so they end up sucking goat balls. And then they hate the game because they're like, oh my god, it's too hard to kill someone. And it's actually easier in Battlefield than it is to kill people in Call of Duty. But people are still complaining, and they run away from Battlefield because it's too realistic, too much of a realistic approach to actual war. It's more of a simulator than Modern Warfare and Call of Duty in general is. So, yeah, basically, I really hate it when fanboys come Battlefield and complain, and then they start hating on it because really, honestly, think about it. It's more realistic, and you have to use teamwork, and that's why they hate it. Because in Battlefield, you can run out like a maniac and no-scope people and win the game like all on your own. And then in Battlefield, you actually have to use your friends, teamwork, you know. Like, you gotta have someone covering your back when you're sniping. You gotta have, like, cover the bomb while your friends are planning it. Other random crap like that. So, you really have to use teamwork in Battlefield more than you do Call of Duty. And that's why a lot of Call of Duty fanboys end up hating Battlefield in the end. So, yeah, in my opinion, Battlefield will be a much better game. Way more realistic. I'm sure, I can guarantee you the graphics and visuals are going to be better. Modern Warfare 3, guess what? It's the Modern Warfare 2 engine. Come on, you gotta be kidding me, Infinity Ward. And maybe Sledgehammer Games if they're actually doing it, that was a rumor I heard. But, really guys, you use the same engine? Same thing happened with Black Ops. They used a World at War engine. 40 frickin' frames per second. That is crap. That is the definition of absolute crap, using the same game engine. And the lead manager or something like that at DICE, I don't know who he was, but he was quite frankly making fun of Call of Duty and how they just use the same engine and practically rebuild the same game. New storyline, new guns, and same graphics, same crappy game. Or it's not necessarily crappy when it first came out, but it really does get crappy after 2 years of the same thing. God, I really hate Call of Duty in that perspective. I hate him in a lot of perspectives, honestly, but that is my biggest pet peeve of the Call of Duty series. And yeah, really, Battlefield, they totally rebuilt the entire game structure, okay? So if you're saying that Battlefield is the same old as Bad Company 2, you gotta be kidding me, okay? And I heard one person say that Battlefield 3 is gonna be the equivalent of Battlefield 2. I don't even want to go on another rant. I'm just gonna waste y'all's time. But quite honestly, come on, you gotta be an effing retard. Sorry for the language. You have to be a retard to think that. Okay, so that's just ridiculous how people think such. So, yeah. Sorry my miniature rants, but yeah, I think Battlefield will kick Modern Warfare's face. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.